it, which I'm banned there now. I'm banned there now, which we'll talk about in a minute.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Good morning. This is the New York session stream, taken as part of our Roads to Funded series. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on that notification bell because we are live every weekday, Monday to Friday, 7:30 a.m. Eastern. That's 12:30 p.m. West African time. With that being said, let's get right into the charts. All right, apologies for the late start, and I think the stream went down as well. My fault. Apologies. Had some technical difficulties on my end. But yeah, so since we're a little bit late, let's just get right into the analysis here. Okay, so GJ. So again, we're still pretty much saying the same thing on GJ, right? We've already tapped into this 199 area. Yeah, we've tapped into this 199 area, and at this point we're just waiting to see what happens, right? Like we said yesterday, we're expecting one of basically three things to happen. We're expecting to either continue coming up here. So either continue coming up, take out these highs, and then we see a rejection, right? That's one. Or two, we could see price reject from this 199, right? So we never take out this previous high. We basically just come up here and then reject, right? And then three, of course, we just continue pushing straight up, right? We just continue pushing straight up, maybe close above here, right? And then see a pullback and then, you know, continue to push up. So whichever one it's gonna be, it's not really confirmed as of yet. Anything can happen at this point, so it really just depends on how the lower time frames form here, right? So yeah, so let's see what happens today. I'm just gonna push this level up a little bit. Yeah, so 199 on the dot, and then say around here. Yeah, around here, I guess. Yeah, so let's see what happens. All right, weekly. Broski, I can see you in the chat, but I'll let me just be done with this breakdown real quick. All right, weekly. So weekly still has no bottom wick. We've tapped into this higher this weekly level right here. Let me see how strong of a level that is. We've rejected off of this level multiple times in the past. We do have price respecting this level numerous times in the past. Go up a little bit. Yeah, so still the same thing. Yeah, so we do have price rejecting this level multiple times in the past. It's 199.5 levels. So whether that's gonna happen again similarly this time, we don't know yet, right? But what I do know is we don't have a bottom wick for this current candle, and at any point here we could flip and start making that drive down, right? So again, we'll see. Again, it all depends on how the candles form here. The daily pretty much saying the same thing as well. My daily level is about, what is this, 199.4. Let me see. So there's 200 over there. Let me see this one. Think about, yeah, 199.8 around here. Yeah, around there. Let me see what these levels are saying. Let me see what these levels are saying on the daily. Yeah, so yeah, we're sort of in in this range here, right? We're sort of in this range, right? So it's pretty much the same story on every single time frame, right? We've tapped into a level and we're rejected. Whether that rejection is gonna start taking us down to eventually make a bottom wick for this weekly over here, we don't know yet, right? We'll just see how we form. But for now, I mean, previous daily close bearish respecting 198.6, which is a level here, right? Is this a support level or a, yeah, so this is a level here. This 198.6 area, this is a level here, right? This is a significant level. So we did close respecting, and the first thing we did here is come up for this top wick. We've already made a bottom wick though, but the first thing we really did here was come up for this top wick. So at this point now, we could flip on this current daily and start driving down, right? So we'll see. We will see. I mean, if we do flip on this daily, I do think we're gonna drive down. I do think we're gonna drive down to at least I mean, at least take out this previous low, right? At least take out this previous low. It's about a 10 pip difference, so you might be able to play that. We'll see. We will see. Go on to the 4 hour real quick. Let's look at our levels. Actually, let me mark up where this daily flip is. So this daily flip is about here, so that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, so if we get a 4 hour closer below 198.4, that would make sense for the sales, right? Because that sort of correlates or coincides with the daily flip, right? That correlates with coincides with the daily flip, so that would make sense to start taking your sales right there. Your 4 hour, so 4 hour close above, it looks like you're creating that pullback now. You might start pushing up. We'll see. You've been coming down here, so it looks like you tapped into a major level here, right? You've tapped into a major level and now you're sort of retracing that move. If you look to the left, this is just clean, right? This whole traffic, because this is, if you remember yesterday, we were actually looking to take the buys up to this level here, this 199.6 something. We were looking to take those buys up to that level. So it ended up playing out during London. I believe this push up was actually news, but still it ended up playing out. But yeah, we'll see where we go from here though. We'll see where we go from here. Yeah, so hourly levels, boom boom. Yeah, we are coming down pretty heavy here though. We are coming down pretty heavy. 30. Okay, close back into the range right here. Okay, that'd be interesting. That would be interesting. Okay, so now you're starting to have levels, right? You're starting to have some levels form in this range here, because previously it was just, these were just clean candles, right? These were just clean pushes in this range, but now we're starting to actually have some levels here. So yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So current momentum is to the downside, right? You do have this push to the downside currently going on. And I mean, if you were in the markets earlier, you might have already, you know, taken part of these sells to the downside right here. So GG's if you did, but at this point we have to wait for some type of confirmation here, because this 4 hour could just be a bottom wick for this 4 hour, right? This whole 4 hour could just end up bullish like this, right? So you want to be careful on that one, but a closure below would be a pretty good indication of our willingness to drive down here. Yeah. Let me see. So let me see this hourly real quick, and I'll tell y'all a little story once we're done with this breakdown real quick. All right, so yeah, these are the levels I'm looking at. I will consider the sells once we get below 198.84, but if we just end up killing that whole range, I don't mind, because really where I'm looking for those sells are 198.76, right? So that would be a closure below on the 4 hour as well, and then, you know, that would be good confirmations to take the sells going down. But we'll see. All right, let's move on to gold real quick. Move on to gold. Something is happening on gold, so So monthly bullish as always. We took out this previous high, right? Tap 2450. Now we're rejecting. Go to the weekly. Weekly created the top wick. Now we flipped and now it looks like we're coming back down. How far is this? Are we gonna drive down here before finding support to go back up? We don't know yet, right? I do anticipate we're gonna continue this push up, but how deep this pullback is gonna be, we're not too sure yet, right? If we look in the past, once we've made, like, look at this, what's it called, look at this all-time high right here. We tapped into this all-time high and then we just melted, right? We just absolutely melted. All right, so if we're mirroring something, I mean, we can't mirror it exactly, right? Because it's a new all-time high, so this will just do whatever. So, you know, but if we're just going by the fact that, okay, the last time we tapped into an all-time high, we just sort of melted, right? We pushed for about, how many pips is this? We pushed for about 800 900 pips, right? So if we're going off that fact, we might just expect something similar to happen with this candle, right? Whether that's actually gonna happen, again, we will see, right? We will see. But overall, we are still bullish, but we do understand we are rejecting from an all-time level, all-time high. Yeah, so let me see these daily levels now. Previous daily close bearish. And I have this level here, but it's not really confirmed until this candle closes, right? So even though we close bearish, I can't really say we close bearish respecting the level on the daily. I guess there's this. So you did reject this. This is where you rejected from in the past. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We don't really have concrete levels yet on the daily, but you did have this little consolidation going on. You do have this little range that formed on the 4-hour, and now it looks like you're pushing the close below. So if you're able to close below, you might have those sells to 23.99 areas minimum. Yeah, we'll see about that. Okay, so in terms of the sells, I mean, the sells are cooking up here, right? The sells are cooking up. We've tapped into a level on the weekly, rejected, daily close bullish. Sorry, bearish. This 4-hour looks like it might close below this consolidation. Yeah, so the sells are cooking up here. Sells are cooking up, so I would be inclined to take the sells. So let's see what these levels look like on the 30. Okay, in terms of buys, I mean, that, and then you have this consolidation here. You might be able, yeah, you might be able to take advantage of this if you close above, maybe. So what would that closure look like? So the flip of this 4-hour is what? Let me see where the flip. So the flip, yeah, so a closure above this consolidation, you might be able to take advantage of, right? Especially if it coincides with a 4-hour close. But for now, I'm really keen on on taking advantage of this range to the downside, because this is a clean range, right? If you look to the left, this is a pretty clean range to the left here. Pretty much all you have here is this level right here. Yeah, so yeah, it's a pretty clean range from about 2407 to 2401 is a pretty clean range. So if we can get this hourly close below, that'd be decent. So yeah, those are our levels though. Let me take a look at news real quick. What news do we have today? So Wednesday, so we have news at 10, existing home sales news at 10, and I believe we have FOMC at 2 o'clock. I'll try and at least stream FOMC. I'll try. There will be no audio though. I'll just be, well, yeah, I guess there's no point if there's no audio, right? Yeah, I probably won't stream FOMC, to be honest with you. But yeah, so that's what we got for the day though. That's what we got for the day. Let's see what we can get here. Okay, now to respond to this dickhead. Your auntie's an L streamer, bro. This man don't left. This guy. Let's see. All right. Okay, let me see. Okay, so give me 1 second, chat. I'm just gonna do some here real quick. Okay. All right, the little story I wanted to tell. So yesterday I had a buy position. I had a buy position on GJ, right? I had a buy position, and that was around here, I believe. Yeah, it was off of this break. It was off of this closure above on the hourly, right? I had a buy position off of this closure on the hourly. So I was in this trade for a while. I held this to about 12 p.m. But I was about to go to sleep, so I just put my stop loss basically, I believe, to these lows right here. I just put my stop loss right here. I went to sleep. Bro, I woke up. Bro, price had taken me out and just shot up all the way. This right here would have been challenge passed. I'm not saying that you know, I mean, it never happened, so it doesn't matter, right? I'm not saying I missed out on anything, but it's just funny to me, you know. I think we're doing something right. I think we're doing something right. I think the more the markets mess with you, right? The more they fuck with you, the more the markets fuck with you, the closer you are to really, you know, to achieving something. Because the markets are trying to dissuade you, you know. Like the market has a mind of its own. It's trying to steer you in the wrong direction. But I say no. Okay, so what I'm saying here, you really could just continue pushing down here. You really could just continue pushing down here. Okay, so you might actually get this closure below. If you get this closure below, I'll be in there. I don't really see a reason why I would wait. Yeah, I don't see a reason to wait if we get this closure below. It's higher time frame closures too, so 30-minute, hourly. Yeah, so I'm just gonna, let me just get ready here. See, so hourly, so that would be the hourly closing below. I mean, once this, I mean, you're not expecting this 4-hour to flip, right? If the 4-hour flips, you're pretty much done. 30-minute. Okay, look at this. Came down from here. Okay, so look to the left, right? This is one of the only times, so there's 2 times you've come down into this range from the top, right? Here and here, right? Last time you did it, this one just melted all the way down. this one close below and then create a top wick towards these areas and then melt it. So I'm looking to mirror something like this. All right, I'm looking to mirror something similar to that. Yeah, looking to mirror something similar. Yeah, look at this one, just came all the way down. Huh? But this was off of a 30 close. Interesting. Yeah, I'm looking to at least make about a top wick towards this area. Yeah, this one has rejected, so yeah, something around here at least. If we can get a top wick towards this area here, I'm in those buys. Oh, sorry, I'm in those sells. Sorry. Yeah, because then, yeah, that's the only thing that's gonna actually give me confidence that I can keep my stop loss where it is, where it's at, like right here. Well, I might as well go up here. This is the hourly level, so it might come up here. It might come up there for a top wick. So
I was here, by the way.
well, go on, bro.
I just had to leave to take a call.
Well, go on, bro.
Oh,
You there, man?
Man.
You there, man?
I guess not.
You know the hear me? You know the hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you. You had yourself muted.
How far?
Your volume is so low. Hold on.
Yeah. There's FOMC in the afternoon, so we might just range before then, but we have news at 10 though. Okay, so this closer is gonna be above, so we're gonna close respect in here. Fair enough. If this was on GJ, I would take this sell. If this was on GJ, I would take this sell, because you see how we closed below most recent, but not overall. And this is a move that I've been taking on GJ, and it's worked out well. It's 2 for 2 on stream anyways, but I've been taking it and it's been working out, right? So if this was a GJ move, I would take it, but I'm not sure if the same logic applies for gold. So I'm sort of have to stick this one out, sit this one out. I mean, it's a good vantage point though. You know what, like if we make a top wick towards I'd say towards, okay, so you come down, so most likely you're at least gonna come down here, right? How many pips is this? It's at least 10 pips. Okay. Yeah, so if we come up to, say, let me see here, drive down. Yeah, if we come up to 24.19, if we make this top wick towards 24.19, that's the flip of the 4 hour, right? Yeah, if we make that top wick towards 24.19 and then we end up flipping back down, I'll take the sell. I'll take a sell on the flip of this candle. But right now, I mean, right now, I do think even if you flip right now, I think you have at least 20 pips on this trade. I think you have at least 20 confirmed pips on this trade, but it wouldn't really make sense for me, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, saying I think, right? I just think we have 20. I just think we have, like, look at this range, right? Look at where you close. You close below these levels, right? You tapped into overall level down here, or this overall support. Now you're coming up, so you would expect that this push up or this pullback is gonna be a lot steeper than this. If you're gonna continue pushing down to break these levels, you would expect this pullback to be steeper than this. So that's why I'm saying, for me to confirm that this is gonna at least drive down, even for this 20 pips, just to fill the remainder of this range, I need a steeper top wick towards towards 24.19. Yeah, we'll see if we get that or not. Yeah, we'll see. This is a good looking cell formation. I'm not gonna lie. It is a decent looking cell formation. Just not. I just don't have the confirmations that I would like quite yet. Whoa, what just happened? Did the stream? Is the stream still up?
Let me check.
What just happened?
I had to log off for a bit.
Hope the stream is still up. Had a little stutter. But yeah, let's see what we get here. Let's see what we can get. Let's see what we can get. Cool. All right, GJ, can you do something for me? So yeah, this GJ is coming up now. So this just might actually be a bottom wick for this 4 hour to flip. We'll see. We will see. We will see. Yeah, the music go crazy right now. Yeah, rejection off of there. Yeah, so if we can get this 30-minute closer above 199.15 on GJ, that would be fuego. 199.2 would be really nice. Yeah. Where's this flip? 199.2. Oh hell yeah. Yeah, 199.2. You get that closer above, you could start good drive up. Yeah, so let's see. This gold cells are still a possibility here. So actually, let me just see something here. Let me see. Was it 24.24? This is GJ. 24.24. All right. Cool. Let's see what happens here. Let us see what happens here. You know what? I think I'm gonna start. Oh yeah. So like I was saying before, I did take a. I did have to put that GJ position, my Asian session position. I did have to move my stop loss a little bit higher, and got stopped out before we drove up. Unfortunate, but that's the name of the game. So right now, so this month has not been the best, right? We've sort of just fluctuated this whole month, right? I mean, it is what it is, right? It's part of the game. You're gonna have seasons of you're gonna have trending seasons, and then you're gonna have some consolidation. So it is what it is. It's a part of the game. Okay, let's see. Discord you. Mandem, how's the account, man? You hear me? This guy
What do you
ain't
say?
even here, bro. How's the account?
This man. Oh, I'm dangling by a thread. I still haven't lost it, but uh, I'm just inching my way back up because I can't risk too much right now.
Slow and steady.
So some days I won't even get any trades. That's the unfortunate thing. And I'm only on one pair right now. Now instead of let's say five that I would trade. So it's a very slow process. I'm trying to be patient and not rush it.
That's Nas, yeah.
No, that's normally I would trade NAS, but the smallest, how do I put this? The currency pair out of the three US indices with like the smallest value for one micro lot on the fivers at least it's the S&P 500. So that's what I'm trading on the prop.
Okay.
Like 0.01 lots might be, let's say $1 for every 10 points on NAS 100. It could be 10 for $10 for every 10 points on US 30, but on S&P it's like 10 cents,
Gotcha.
like that.
Gotcha.
It's the So I'm sticking with that.
Nice. Yeah. Nice.
Yes.
Slow and steady, innit?
Yeah.
Slow and steady. I need to start looking into these futures, man. A lot of people are, I don't know, they are migrating to trading futures.
Like futures instruments or futures props?
Like gold futures. What do you mean instruments?
Okay, so I'm not too familiar with futures, but to my understanding, there's like two aspects when people say futures in the whole trading space. Futures is pretty much just another instrument to trade on one hand, but on another hand, it's like a slightly, well, not completely different, but a different style of trading. Like, there's Forex trading, then there's binary options or something like that, then there's stock trading. I
Yeah.
think, if I'm wrong, but I think there's a whole different kind of trading that's called like futures trading and shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
how
So,
there's ETFs and all that, and there's a whole another space for futures, if I'm correct
yeah,
in my
that's
assumption.
that's the one I think, because it's like I know gold futures is like you trade instead of trading pips, you're trading contracts, something like that.
Mm,
Yeah, something
mm.
like they're pretty much similar. Like Forex and futures, they're pretty similar. It's just instead of pips, you're trading contracts and something else. I have to look into it because too many people are migrating to it for one reason or the other. So might as well look into it.
Yeah, I guess it's worth looking into. But for me personally, I'm just I might stick to my lane. I'm going to do like stick to forex trading and like just investing in assets that grow over time. I'm not gonna try and learn every, how do I put this, day trading method or whatever it is for every
Yeah,
single thing.
yeah. I
So
think like why I'm even considering the futures is because from what I'm seeing, from what I'm hearing, it's pretty much the same thing as forex. It's just literally just that okay, instead of saying pips now it's contracts. Now you're buying contracts instead of say you're buying whatever.
well, then it's kind of similar to indices, no? Because in indices they call it points instead of pips.
No, like it's pips and points that work on for like you can they're used
No, no, I
interchangeably in
found
it.
out that the points on indices, you can't really convert it to pips. Like I know there's pips and points on gold as well, but the way it's measured is completely different. So converting it won't actually work. I
Mm,
just found that out.
Okay.
Like even though they're both call points, they're still kind of different. So it's not actually the same. But yeah, either way, with futures, if you're trading, let's say gold futures, for example, isn't it still the same movement?
Like the chart, like the so look at the chart. Look at the
Like the value of gold is gold wherever you look, right? So if you're trading the same gold to dollar, but it just has that future prefix at the end of it, what's the difference? Other
like
like than measurements.
like it's not even like let me see. Let me see if I can see it. Like the gold, like the charts are pretty much the same. It's just that like if you look at gold futures now, if you look at the chart, it's really you see a lot of gaps. There are a lot of gaps in the chart, and
Oh,
I can't even tell you why that is. I need to educate myself on that front, but yeah, but price wise, they're pretty much the same. Right, price
oh,
wise, they're
it's
pretty much the same, but
cool. Someone
Well,
did. Krillin.
what's good,
How's
bro?
Bulma? Android 18.
and the thing she's still bougie. So what we
How's
saying?
the
What we
room?
saying? What's going on?
What's going on, bro?
We're discussing the future.
Bro, this gold has been holding me for
Huh?
like I said gold has been doing me dirty for the whole of this week. I absolutely hate it.
Yeah, man.
Standard now. Gold is only for masochists like YK.
No, bro, I'm gonna be real. Like like when it broke that like previous all time high, like
Mm,
the few days leading up to that, I've been the chop for gold steady. But I noticed that anytime it breaks its all time high, yeah, it just starts doing anyhow. I think anytime it does that, I'm gonna just stay out. It just starts doing
uh,
anyhow. I've come to the conclusion that the market is less predictable anytime it moves away. I'm telling you, if I could show you my history, I've been the top
oh,
steady. Like it was like maybe in last 2 weeks, like all dubs. Then it broke all time high. Now I have like 8 L's. Like nah, man, I can't do this. Can't do this. Just moving anyhow, man.
You know, a reason for that might be because, like, you know, when you usually when you break the all-time high, the what I say, like the range leading up to that all-time high, you don't really have established levels there yet. You know, like they're not really established support levels or resistance levels. So a lot of time, the way price moves, it just moves to create those levels so that I can start working around those levels, either to continue pushing up or start dropping back down, that type of thing. So that might be what you're referring to, but yeah, I don't know. To be honest, I've had some decent opportunities as well leading up to the all-time high. Anyways, after the all-time high, I think yeah, you might be right on that front. After the
Yeah,
all-time
that's what I
highs,
mean. Like, leading up to the all time high, there were good opportunities. But once it reached that level of absolute
yeah,
nothing.
yeah, we've just sort
I'm,
of
I'm,
been,
I've come, I'm not going to be saying
yeah,
it's for maybe other people who can
overall
do
it's
that.
like
But I need them.
because we just made this range basically. Like if you look at this 4 hour, we just literally made this range, right? We just literally made this range. So it's more of we're waiting to see the decision where price wants to push. If we want to keep on pushing up, or if we tapped into a level now, we're gonna see some major rejection. Let us see. All right, 15 minutes just closed. Yeah, so nothing off the 15. Yeah, even if this flips, I'm not gonna take it, right? Because I need a steeper top wick for me to take this flip. But most likely, if you flip here, you have at least a 20 pip vantage point. If you're gonna take this, you have at least a 20 pip vantage point. But let me see, how did this 15 close? Below or no? So yeah, you did still close below on the 15 as well. Yeah, so you definitely could play this range here, right? You definitely could play this range. The hourly still has no bottom wick. yeah. I mean, I don't. If you come down here, I don't think you're gonna drive. You know, I don't think I'd be, or rather, let me say, I'd be surprised if you just drive straight down. Right? If you end up flipping on this candle, I'll be surprised if you just drive straight down, because you've tapped into 2406 already. So I do expect that you would need a steeper top wick here to about 2418 before you start making any significant pushes down, or a 30-minute closer below, right? So one of those two. So let's see how this 30 closes in about 10 minutes or 11 minutes. Yeah, let's see what one. And GJ, we're just waiting for this closer above. So 15-minute close on GG as well, bullish, so that's good. So GJ, we're just waiting for this closer above. We can close above 199.2 on the 30. That's the flip of the daily as well. No, not the daily, the 4 hour as well. So you've made this bottom wick. Now you have this wick up to the left that you can fill, right? You can look to fill. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We will see. Oh no. Guy, I had a GJ entry, right? I had some buys early, like early, bro. And if I kept it running, if I never closed anything from that buy, bro, I'm up.
I'm just this week. I'm not sure I've had a dog. It's just been annoying. And all the markets were moving weird. DJ, had dollar yen, GU. Just been irritating. I feel like GJ and dollar yen have been stalling. Like there's no momentum. The way is how that guy. You know when like the movement is not clean. Like in those two pairs recently, it's not clean. And before it was clean. Like I think this week has not been clean at all. There's clearly
Yeah.
a trend, but it's just not clean, man. Like it's not
Yeah.
clean. And and too many fake outs. I think on the 15-minute time frame, we should go and check. Just go and check those. You see so many candles where you see, let's say, a bullish candle, but the price range will drop down so much, maybe to grab liquidity, and that shit can end up hitting your stop loss. And it has happened to me so many times. And the
Mm,
price will still move in the direction that I'm targeting. I'm like, what the hell? What's this?
yeah, man. Hey, yeah, even myself, like, I don't want to say it wasn't clean, but I don't know. It just didn't move. It hasn't been moving at the times or no, let me not even say at the times. Like I've gotten in some trades here, yeah, and I sort of expect it to just push, right? There's certain ways I expect, depending on how I enter a trade, I expect the trade to react in a certain way, and it hasn't really been
That, like I said,
forthcoming.
like I think three of my entries that last took on dollar yen. Bro, each of them were correct, but the market stalled for a long time before it took off.
Yeah,
I'm like,
bro.
what's this?
Bro, like literally all my
And
L's.
because, because of the stalling, I'll not end up deleting the order because I'm like, I start to doubt. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah,
I
man.
literally one of them stalled for like 2 hours. I just deleted the order. I just came back evening. I saw the movie. I said, fuck this.
Yeah,
I
man.
can't do this.
Yeah.
So me, I'm honestly thinking of I might just join Michael in this industry because the way it moves is pissing me off.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but I mean, those are the things, like those are the things you have to start accounting for. So you have to just be adaptable in the market, in it. So that because the market will never adapt to you, so you have to adapt to the market by force. Either that or trade something else, right?
Yeah. I still haven't decided on the pairs that I want to trade like fully. I think it's only gold that I feel like sometimes the market I fully understand it, but like I said, anytime gold breaks an all-time high, like I should just be doing whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah. I mean, this is on. I mean, cause like there, even within this mess right here, right there are some opportunities you could have taken, but like this whole week, right? Every single L I've taken ended up playing out. So it's either I move my stop loss because like price was just delaying too much, like price was delaying so much,
Exactly.
and I was like just to an uncomfortable degree because with the way I entered, I just expected price to push. Like momentum is here already. We've already checked all these boxes, so why are we not pushing? So like I get a little, you know, I don't want to say emotions come into play because technically that is how I would how I have my risk management set. If it doesn't, if you've checked all the boxes and the price isn't moving the way you need it to move after a couple of closures, then you have to start thinking about risk management, right? So I'll move my stop loss a little bit, you know, higher up or whatever if it's a buy, and then I'll just end up getting taken out, and then price will just start pushing. I literally had 2 trades on gold, 2 trades on gold on this move up, 2 trades on gold on this move up that I was gonna hold all the way up, but they got stopped out because I pushed my put my stop loss a little bit higher because like the price was just delaying, right? Price was just delaying, and bro, even bro, yesterday on GJ, this push up, yeah, this big push up right here on GJ that happened during London session. I had the buys in Asian session, right, on this break above this initial break above this level on the hourly. I had the buys off this initial break. I basically held this trade for like 3 hours, fam, and then I was about to go to sleep, so I said, oh boy, let me just put my stop loss to the low of this hourly, this 12 o'clock candle that just closed. I put my stops at the lows. I woke up, price literally took me out and flew up, and just flew straight up. Granted, this push-up was news related, right? This push-up was news related, so if news ended up, you know, doing the opposite, I'll be like, oh, thank God I put my stop loss, right? But still, I mean, it's hard not to look at that and just be like, come on, bro, the markets are trying
Well,
to
I'm
get
looking
me.
at GD. Honestly, it's crazy because I genuinely had entries on GD.
GU.
I forgot. No, GJ. I said GJ. I
Okay.
genuinely had entries, but I didn't take them out of frustration. I just remember I had already done all my analysis. After like dollar yen did that to me, I was honestly like, okay, I just left the chat. And now I went back to them as well. Had entries. I just didn't do anything. That's
Yeah,
annoying.
man.
Well,
Yeah, man. I mean,
I was pretty sure that I was pretty sure the buys were coming. Like I was
yeah, bro. Like
certain.
this was like this is why I do think that technicals and fundamentals they complement each other sometimes, because this break above, there's literally nothing in this range. There's nothing in this range, and this is the first time you've broke above this level cleanly. You not only did you break above the resistance
Oh,
level, but you broke
198.02?
no 198
Like
point
you
0.75 on GJ, not gold. So 198.75. So that level right there. So that's it. So you literally
I saw
broke
you.
above a resistance and you broke above the support. That's a clean range. 100% of the time, that's a clean range. You would expect price to just create that bottom wick. So you see how we tapped. If you see, I was looking for that bottom wick towards 198.652. But if you look at the lower time frame, before we even broke above, we had already tapped into that level, right? We already tapped into that level. So as soon as we created that bottom wick and we flipped, I got in a buy. But then price just came down and started doing this fuckery until news, and then we just drove straight up. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I guess in hindsight, I could have waited for the new candle to make that bottom wick instead of relying on the previous tap into the level. But yeah, all that one is hindsight, right? Yeah, yeah. But nah, man, I think, bro, like I know we're there, man. I know we're there. There's something. I'm just missing something. I know we're there because we've been, I don't even want to say we've been calling the markets, right? Because it's irrelevant whether we call it. If we don't take it, it doesn't matter, right? But our sense of price is good, right? I know that's good for sure. We just
I think mine has I
huh?
won't say mine is good. I won't say mine has improved. I won't say it's good, but I think yours is good. I think yours is
Yeah. I mean,
really
you
good.
just started, so I mean, it's a process in it. But at least you're. I tell you what, you're far ahead of me in terms of the. I mean, 1 year in, I wasn't, bro. I was doing bullshit. Bro. 1 year in, I was trading whole
So,
numbers.
so basically, I said like trading this February. Yeah, it was February. I remember.
Hmm?
All before that, I was just reading stuff. When I started like actually like looking at the markets, it was February.
Yeah. Ah man. Yeah, we just gotta keep at it, man. I know there's something here, man. Just missing something. As soon as the dots connect, it's up. It's up.
No,
There's no turning back from there, man. As soon as the dots connect, it's up. The grace of God. All right, 30
nothing
minute
actually.
coming up. So this is gonna be an interesting closure. We still have no bottom wick for this hourly. So this hourly is something you can still play, the hourly flip. But then keep in mind, you have 30 minutes again for the 4 hour to close. This 4 hour now is looking like a bottom wick to drive up. So you want to keep that in mind as well. So once you have these time frames,
On gold, yeah.
yeah, on gold. So once you have these time frames, basically giving you different looks, they're telling you different things. You wanna rely on some closures to really know what you're doing. Yeah.
I always think that gold is gonna do because to me on the weekly, which one is it? The weekly time frame. Like I feel like there's a lot of range to go from
Should I go down or up?
up gold
Up.
on the weekly.
Gotcha.
Like if you check it, you see what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, cause these are all time highs, isn't it? Like these levels are all time highs, so you can definitely go. I mean, even if you look at the daily, right? This previous daily that closed bearish, it's not necessarily like that. Is not necessarily a resistance level, right? Because you would need today's daily to also close bearish below that level for it to be confirmed as a resistance on the daily anyways, right? So this could just be a pullback and
Mhm.
then we flip and we continue pushing up, right?
Yeah,
But I think
exactly.
the best thing to determine like the long-term motion here would be this 4 hour range. Like this 4 hour range that you formed there, if you close below, I think you're gonna see some more sells here, at least towards 23.99. But if you end up closing back into the range, I mean, if you close back into the range, you can do anything, right? You can either just stall a little bit, consolidate more in the range, or just come up to 24.29, reject all of that bullshit. But yeah.
I see the range you're talking about. I see the range you're talking
Yeah, so like
about. I see the range.
above the range, closer above the range or closer below, I think would is good indication for some more long-term moves, but we'll see. All right, 30 minutes
I
just
think if we close
closed.
above the range, I
Hmm?
feel like it will stall for a bit. I feel like if we close above the range, it will stall for a bit. I don't know.
Mm, yeah, I mean potentially, but we'll see, I guess. Potentially. Because that's what 24.30. So 24.30, that's above. Yeah, so if we close above the range, I think we're gonna see 24.35 minimum. Like 20, yeah, like 24.36, I think is guaranteed if we close above the range. And then whether we continue pushing from there, I don't know. Yeah, let's see here. Let's see. But what could happen here is we might just, because today we have FOMC. We have FOMC in the afternoon. So what we might do here is range for the whole New York, or the whole early New York session. We might range, and then once FOMC comes, we start seeing that push. We start seeing the volume come in, right? So it's something I've seen before. But we do have news at 10 as well. So there's that as well. Let me see these 30-minute closures real quick. So this 30-minute, so we closed respecting, so nothing quite yet on either pair, nothing quite yet on GJ, nothing quite yet on gold either. Yeah, this 4 hour is about to flip on the worst thing that, well, not the worst thing, but what would get me salty on GJ here is if this 4 hour flips and just fills this range, this wick to the left before the closure. So if we fill this wick to the left before we can close on the 4, I'd be salty. Very salty. Very, very salty. If we start forming these buys here, again, with what we're expecting this candle to do, or with the options we have for this monthly candle, I think we're gonna come up to 200.5. So I'm most likely gonna hold it. As soon as I can go break even, I will, but I'll most likely hold the whole position up. Yeah, that 4 hour flipping. I just hope this 4 hour doesn't drive, man. If that 4 hour just drives, I'd be pissed. Yeah, let's see. So gold has created this top wick now. Is it enough of a top wick for me to put in a sell stop now? No, because this 30-minute did close back bullish. So I need at least a 15-minute closure back down below. And to be honest, I probably just wait for this 4 hour, to be honest. Yeah, I probably just wait for this 4 hour to close, because the closure below is very good indication to drive down. Because if you look at your lower time frames, you have nothing in this level, in this range right here. So from about from 2406 to 2401 is a clean range. That's a clean range that you can take advantage of. Yeah, let's see what I'm going. Let's see what we can get something today. Yeah, we haven't had a big move in a while. I think the last big move we had was last week, I think. Something like that.
Yeah. On gold, yeah.
What was it on? I think it was on GJ actually.
Actually, I think. Nah. Oh, okay, yeah.
What happened?
I'm not sure. Let me see DJ again.
What?
This stalling. I said this stalling aspect.
Which one? GU?
GJ.
Oh,
Now I'm looking at GU now. I'm seeing some entries. So I'm not really next to GU.
you have entries?
Besides, I'm seeing some. I feel like it's about to range, so I'm looking for a 15-minute closure below a certain level on GU. You know, I'll know what I'll do.
Okay. All right. So not many W's for the month, but been a good month in terms of learning though. It's been a good month in terms of learning. Because now I know I'm gonna start holding certain trades just to maximize the profits, right?
Yeah, I think I saw that 70 pips. I think I saw the short.
Bro, that
Wow.
that
I think
runner,
that was the biggest. I think that's the biggest dog
bro,
on stream.
like that runner, bro, was, hold up, man. Where's this at? That run, let me see where I took the position. Bro, if I never closed anything on that, and I actually, to be honest, the fact that I closed, like, I'm not even saying it like, oh, you know, because I know it ran, so I said I'm saying I should have held it. Like, the whole analysis, like, if you saw my analysis, I actually said I'm gonna hold this towards 198.5. I said I'll hold everything, but then I started seeing those big numbers, right? And then I was like, man, if I lose all these, if you get me, like, if we end up coming back to BE, man, I'll be so pissed. So I just started, you know, closing like a dickhead. Let me see, where is that trade, man? 70 something. I don't know if you find out. 70, there it is. So I got in 196.168. So 196.168. So down here, bro. 196.168. This is where I got in, right? My TP, where I wanted to hold everything, was 198.5. Right, 198.5, bro. That's a 230 pip move, man. That's a 230 pip move, and we got that within a week. Within a week, we got that, bro. We never came back. Like, literally never even smelt my entry. Never ever came back to my entry. Right. Yeah, that's on me, though. That's on me. And it's a move we've been calling since the beginning of this week. Like, this whole monthly candle, yeah? We've basically been calling this whole monthly candle. Like, we've been waiting for this to happen. This is what we've been waiting to happen this whole time. We've been saying it every single day. If you go to all my breakdowns from last week, go to every single breakdown Monday to Friday. This whole move here is what we've been calling every single time we did a breakdown. And yet, I saw some money and my mind went crazy. I just closed on some bullshit. But yeah, that's the psychological part of it, man. And that's why a lot of times it's better you just start with, you know, your funds instead of funded, because you get to see that progression in terms of the amount of money you're seeing during drawdown and during during profit, right? Because a lot of times if you just go to that big money, right, you say somehow you get funded off of luck, right, and you land a big account. Now your drawdown is like, you know, you go from basically trading I don't know, like 0.0 something lots, right? Now you're trading like a full lot, right? And now your drawdown, you're like 10 pips in drawdown, but you're seeing like $1,000, $2,000, right? That's gonna mess with your head, bro. And the opposite is true as well. So like if you're in profit, right, you're 10 pips in, you're in profit for like 10k, 20k, bro, and then you're like, oh my god, this is so much money. But your position hasn't played out yet, right? You haven't even hit your TP, where you're like 5 pips in profit and you're seeing like 5k, 20k, you know, right? It'll mess with your head heavily, right? So then you just start closing positions on some BS. You start managing positions on some BS. It just messes your whole thing. You want trading to be as autonomous as possible, as robotic as possible, right? Which is why EAs are, EAs might be the future, but yeah. And I'm guilty of this as well, as you guys have seen live, you know. I think that's one of the points of the stream, though. It's a good record, you know. Because here's the thing, even eventually, I mean, hopefully, you know, by God's grace, things work out. But even if, you know, at the end of the day, we call it quits on, well, I don't think I'll ever call it quits, right? But, you know, life happens. And, you know, if it's ever a situation where we we got to take a break on it, you know. I mean, it is what it is, right? You can't fault yourself for trying something, right? You never it's never not cool to try, right? Especially if you're trying to better your life and other people's lives, you know, your family's life type shit. It's never not cool to try. Right, let's see. All right, it's 15 about to close on GJ here. Again, I would prefer we wait for the 4 hour, but what I am understanding could happen with this 4, we could just drive clean, like straight through. We drive and we take out these highs, because this wick to the left, this previous kind of wick is what I'm trying to use as my vantage point. So if we just drive clean through that range, this range right here on the hourly, on the 30, yeah, I'd be pissed. I would be pissed. All right, so it's if this 4 hour wasn't about to close, I would take this 100%, right? 100% I would take this. But again, we know that price tends to pull back. On the last 15 minute, the last 15 minutes of the 4 hour, price does tend to pull back. So what could happen here is if we take these buys, right, if we end up taking these buys, you could just see a jolt up and then you just come straight back down to BE, right? So I mean, then at that point, what's the point, right? Because I am looking to hold this trade up. I am looking to hold this up. So the only thing I would do here is go BE. I wouldn't take any profits, right? Even if we tap into this level, I wouldn't take any profits. I would just want to go BE. Because I am understanding here, if we're gonna drive up here with the way this just formed, I mean, look at this formation on the 4, right? You look to the left, you see how clean this range is going up, right? So I'm looking to hold this either to all-time highs or 199.6, right? 199.6 is definitely doable, right? Or not even 199.6. Well, yeah, 199.6, 199.6. Yeah, 199.6. Yeah, so let's see though. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. But things are loading up here. Okay, 15 minutes just closed, right? 15 minutes just closed. Okay, so I'm happy about that, because now I don't need to involve my brain too much, because we opened with no top wick now. Oh, sorry, with no bottom wick. But okay, you just flipped. Okay, never mind, I spoke too soon. I do need to involve my brain. So you closed above most recent, but you're respecting the overall. Yeah, this is a position I've been looking at. Yeah, we're gonna wait here. This last 15 minutes of the 4 hour candle, if we end up driving, man, I'm pissed, but it is what it is, right? If we end up driving, I'm pissed, but yeah, that is what it is. So yeah, we're pushing up here. Shit, man. Yeah, sometimes the rules be fucking you over, bro. You just want to take an impulse trade sometimes, man. If this wasn't a 4 hour, close, if we were at the 4 hour close in 15 minutes, I would take these buys. But right now, I am understanding you could pull back here, right? And I don't just want to enter a position just to go break even, right? So yeah, we wait on it. Gold, what's gold doing? Yeah, gold still hasn't flipped. I would have preferred this top wick to come a little bit higher. Again, 30 minutes did close bullish. 15-minute close bearish. It closed bearish respecting. Yeah, we closed bearish respecting on the 15. So regardless, I'm waiting on the 4 hour close on gold for sure. Right, so yeah, I mean, at the very least, I think we should see a position by 9 o'clock. We should see some type of position by 9 o'clock, I think, which would be good. because that's before news, and ideally I want to be out of here before news. That would be nice. Yeah, you're driving up on GJ here, but hopefully you don't drive all the way up. If you can just close like this, like literally how you are right now, well, not like this, but you want a top wick, right? You want to leave a top wick, all right? So if you can just, yeah, okay, so like this, literally like this, picture perfect close right here. If you could just close exactly like that, all I need is a bottom wick on the next candle, and I'm out of there. And I'm out of there. I don't even need much. I just need a little bit of a bottom wick, and I'm out of there. Because you already made this pullback, right? This is your liquidity grab. This push down right here. This is your liquidity grab. So I wouldn't need much of a bottom wick. I just need a bottom wick, and then I'll take those buys. Yeah, if this 5-minute close is bullish, I'm not gonna lie to you, you might drive up. You might kill this whole range. Might just kill this whole range. But no FOMO. No FOMO. Say no to FOMO. Say no to FOMO. Yeah, so we're waiting for the 4-hour close here on both pairs. Oh man, GJ driving up. Yo, it's painful to just watch this sometimes, man. It's just painful sometimes. Back in the days, I wouldn't even care, bro. I just take that. I take that by ASAP. I take that by ASAP. The funny thing, yeah, oh my God. Back in the day, I would take these buys. Then as soon as I take the buy, price would reject to the downside, like heavy. It would just reject heavy. I get scared and I'll just close the whole position for a loss. And then as soon as I close, price will continue pushing to my TP. Yeah, that's when I thought the market was, they were actively watching me. I thought they were actively watching me, just trying to fuck with me. You talk something?
It happens.
I swear. Yeah, y'all go. How do I pin something, bro? Not pin. I won't put your channel for here, guy. How people done for it? Actually, I'm just going to put. I'm just going to. I'll just put the link in it. Subscription.
I was even meant to drop the Gbpjpy edit, but I've been busy. So the final part is like the final 10 seconds. I haven't decided on what to put in.
The what?
But I felt like the last 10 seconds of the edit, I was meant to decide on the footage. But like, because like with the way me at the moment, I make like several samples like of what I think a kind of thing. I haven't made different ones with different songs before I finally decide on the song I want to use and everything. So what happens that I end up making a lot of edits, but I end up deleting a lot because maybe I didn't like them as much.
Okay. That's for your, what's it?
Yeah.
What was it?
Because the AMVs, because I think even when I started, the impression people will get that it's a lot easier to make than it seems. No, literally, sometimes I have to go like with this one. I think I have to go back and watch almost every JJK episode and skim through it just to get certain things that I like. That whole process can take you the whole day.
Mad.
You never started the editing, but to see scenes that you like that speak to you, you have to go back and watch everything. So I was
Normally.
now thinking that I wanted to bleach edit. I'm not wait to I want to bleach edit. I have to go back and watch like 400 to 500 episodes. Like, okay,
Mad.
there's a now.
Yeah. That one na
Yeah.
dedication. You better you fit dey multitask with that one. As you dey watch
I thought about it. I said, okay, no wonder like most editors nowadays when I see them, they be making edits for like the seasonal shows, the shows that maybe have like 12 episodes. I said, this is why they do. Like to go back and be checking the old stuff. Nobody has the energy for that.
I swear. That's
It's
crazy.
not possible. You have other things that are doing. Maybe if I started this when I was like 17, 18, 19, I could have made edits like that, but it's not possible. I can't even make like a proper one piece edit because I have to go back and check all the
Eh,
pieces.
One
Most you can do is a gear 5. You can't actually make a one piece edit. You can
guy,
only do a gear 5.
you know what you need to do. Once you are
Oh,
ready to make like a full length video type guy, you guys do one of those watch mojo type top 10 anime, top 10 something anime, that kind of.
yeah. I can make something like that to be honest.
Hmm?
It's not even hard. It's not even hard.
Yeah,
But you know,
man.
like
But you
you
know you
have
got
to
yarn now. Your yarns
yeah,
goes make
you
sense
have
and the
I have to write
editing.
a script and I even thought about it, I wanted to do it, but I couldn't remember a lot of storylines. So I ended up downloading stuff like what's it called again? Blue Exorcist, no Agami. And I said I'll watch them so I can remember what it's about. So I can now actually describe it well. But I haven't gotten time to do it. Because even if I don't watch it like every single second, but I have to go through it so I can remember what it's about because I don't remember what it's about. But I know those
Yeah.
shows are good. I wanted to do underrated shows that nobody talks about. That's what I wanted to do. But I know
Is
they are good.
Maggie is Maggie underrated? Because I think it is, guy.
Yes. People don't talk about it and it's amazing. But I can't remember. I have it as well. It's one of the shows that's going to be on the list. But I haven't
Yeah.
had time to go through it because I'm on 50 episodes. I'm like, I'm watching weekly stuff. I'm like, I need to actually
Voila, Maggie
see like
is goaded, fam.
commit a weekend into making a video like this. Because I know the general synopsis of Maggie, Solomon's retainers, those are the
Yeah.
things, but the actual story, like who the actual antagonist is. I think the antagonist is a woman. I'm going to say, I can't remember the details.
Yeah. Me too, I just
So play that
recently
kind of
watched
video, you
it,
have
but
to watch it again. Like, oh, for the first time.
no, I watched what do you mean for the first time? I've watched that thing like 4 or 5 times already.
Oh, that was it. Like, it's good. Like,
So,
you
oh,
know, I need to watch it like properly. Because the only shows I can remember the story like fully, Hunter x Hunter. 'Cause I think I watched that show like this. I can never forget the story.
I
I can tell you
swear.
every act, every breakdown.
I've watched the full thing only once, but I've watched that Chimera Ant arc at least 5 times.
Yeah, I've watched Art 3 Island, I've watched them. But who wants to hear about Hunter x Hunter? Everybody knows Hunter x Hunter. That's too popular.
People just they wait, may that nigga continue the fucking manga.
Everywhere they play, maybe the guy no go down. So, the guy is the most friends.
Yeah. All right, we got 3 minutes left here for the 4 hour to close. All right, it's locking. It's locking. Okay, so all we need is a closer above here, right? We just need this closer above, and we're cooking, and we're in the sauce. We can get the closer above 199.2, even better, but I would settle for a closer above 199.17 here, because that technically is the 30 level. Yeah, and if you're considering a 4 hour close as well, the 15 minute, the strength of the 15 minute becomes a little bit I don't want to say inconsequential, but I mean you're trumping if you're considering this is a 4 hour close, right? So if you're setting up the buys on the 4 hour as well, right, paired with the hourly and the 30, then yeah, you can can be a little more lenient in terms of considering this 15-minute level. So yeah, let's see how we close here. So let me just let me get ready in terms of, okay, boom, let me see to the left. How did we come here? 199.6 ish. These levels here, it's about 40 pips up. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna be looking to hold this to at least 199.6, and if we're gonna keep runners, the runners would be at all-time highs, right? Runners would be at all-time highs because it's based on the play that we're expecting, or based on the options we have for this monthly candle, right? You could either come up, tap this previous high, then reject, or you just come up, tap a little bit higher, then reject, right? So based on those options, those are what we're looking for here. That's what we're looking for. Stop loss wise, I mean, I'm not expecting this 4 hour to come back, right? We already came back and tapped this level, so I'm not expecting this 4 hour to come back. So I'm just gonna go down here. So this is the hourly level, the previous hourly level. So yeah, let's see. 1 minute left for a closer here though. 1 minute left for a closer. Let's see what happens. Let me just get this ready. Stop loss at 198.74.78. Okay. Now in terms of a bottom wick, I mean, it's a give or take. So I'll go through this quick because we're about to close. It's give or take, right? You either wait for a steep bottom wick, right, which would be higher confirmations once it flips. You either wait for a steep bottom wick, maybe towards 199.1, right? Then take a buy on the flip, or you wait for a bottom wick, like literally just a bottom wick towards like 199.2, right? Depending on where we close though, right? It depends on where we close. So I'm most likely just gonna wait for a bottom wick and then take the buys, just because of how this 4 hour formed and how this hourly formed as well. We already came down to tap into this level, so I'm not really expecting that steep of a bottom wick, but we'll see. Hey, Baba. Okay, so 1 second and we've closed. So now we have a bottom wick. I think we have a bottom wick. Not really. Okay, yeah, okay, I just got a buy. I just took a buy right there. So we got a bottom wick, not much of a bottom wick. So here's the thing, you could have drawdown here, right? You could have some drawdown here, which is perfectly fine with me. You could have some drawdown here, but I basically weighed my options, right? It's either I wait for a steeper bottom wick and I risk the the possibility of price driving up here without me, or I just get in the position as soon as I have a bottom wick, right? So I'm willing to sit through some drawdown here, right? If we're gonna come down for a steeper bottom wick, I'm willing to sit through some drawdown. But yeah, we're in this trade now though. We are in this trade now, so let's see how we play out. Let's see how this plays out. Okay, so break even would, I mean, this is a clean range. This is a clean range. So if we're looking for levels for break even, just based off of, you know, what we can see here, your break even is let's see right here. So your break even is about 12 pips, right? So you have about a 12 pip vantage point here for break even. You got about a 12 pip vantage point for break even. But the thing with me, what I'm seeing on the hourly, this is clean on the hourly. This 4 hour, look how this 4 hour looks. So most likely I'm not gonna go break even until we take out this previous 4 hour highs. Because what I'm seeing here, right? That's why I'm saying go break even at 199.37, right? Because currently what I'm seeing you're most likely gonna tap 199.37 and then you'll see rejection. Whether that rejection is gonna bring you all the way back down to BE, I'm not sure, right? But you'll probably see a little bit of hesitation at that level. So that's why I'll probably wait for the 15-minute close, right? Yeah. So I'll wait for the 15-minute close. So even if we start rejecting off 199.37, I'm just gonna wait for the 15-minute close. If the 15-minute ends up closing below, I'll look to, you know, maybe go break even then, right? But if we end up closing above on the 15, I have no reason to go break even. So I don't want to manage anything based off of, you know, I'm deep in profit or, you know, I'm deep in drawdown anymore, right? So it's just based off of what the candles are saying, right? Just based off of what the candles are saying. So now you're rejecting, right? You've tapped into those levels, not quite 199.37, but close to it. Yeah, I mean, I do expect you to tap 199.37 here though, for sure. All right. So you did close above on the hourly, the 4-hour close bullish like that. Yeah, so all your time frames are a go, right? So even if you start having some drawdown here, try not to panic. The trade is still very much valid, right? Trade is still very much valid. So let's see what go on. Let's see how we come out here. Let's see how we come out here. Hopefully it plays out quicker. It plays out sooner rather than later, because you know, the sooner we can hop off, the better. So first 5-minute candle closure, let's see what that's gonna do. Can the pianos help us? Can the keys help us? Broski, you took this trade or no? Oh, man's is gone. Okay. Cool. Appreciate y'all time, though. Appreciate y'all time. Oh, you know, I'm not even recording. Okay, so I just took a trade. I just took these buys. Look, I'm gonna have to talk through this for the recording. I forgot to hit record. My fault. My fault. Okay, so off of this hourly closure above, we waited for this bottom wick. We waited for a little bit of a bottom wick, and then we just took these buys to the top side, right? We're looking for 199.5 to get tapped into before we go break even. I'm not gonna take out any profits at 199.5. I'm gonna wait until 199.6 until I really take any profit, and then we have runners going up to the top of basically the break of the previous monthly highs. So let's see how this plays out here. Let's see how this plays out. And we go back there. Okay, had to do a little bit of drama, a little bit of acting for the potential video. You know what I mean? Yeah. So first 5 close bullish. That's decent. Yeah, let's see how we continue here. Let's see how we continue. Actually, let me just put in my stop loss real quick. $98.74, and TP is, let's see. Actually, let me see, 199.6. How much is that? Fair enough. Okay, so you're flipping bearish here. Again, don't panic. Do not panic. Once you see that drawdown, which you very well might see here, don't panic. The trade is still what's the word? I keep forgetting that word. Valid. Trade is still valid. to be honest, you should never panic, right? Even when the trade becomes invalid, you don't panic. You just, you know, you just start to manage, right? You just manage the trade. Bro, where did I just put my TPs at? Hold up. Bro, my TP is in Narnia, bro. Tough. There you go. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So let's see. So my potential areas for TPs here: 199.6, 199.8, and 200.5. All right, so those are my levels I'm seeing here for TPs. I think if you start trading above 199.8, once you start trading above that level, yeah, you're most likely gonna continue driving up. So 199.8. So that's just the wick. Yeah, that's just the wick. For sure. So yeah, if you can start trading above 199.8, I think you're pretty good to continue that drive up towards all-time high. Well, not all-time highs, but most recent highs. Yeah, you're flipping here. You're about to flip on this candle, right? Which is okay, right? I don't mind that. It's okay, right? Let's see how this 15 closes. Even if this 15 closes bearish, I'll tell you this. Even if this 15 closes bearish, don't panic, right? As long as you can remain above, so I'll tell you what, as long as you remain above 199.2, you're still solid. As long as you can remain above 199.07, I'm not going to manage anything on the 15. If you end up closing below on the 30, I'd say below 199.07, the chances of you hitting break even become very high, right? Or not break even, stop loss, right? The chances of you hitting stops become very high, but the trade is still valid. When this trade becomes invalid is once this hourly flips and closes bearish. If this hourly closes bearish below 199.2, then you can start, you know, well, to be honest, even if it closes below 199.2, again, chances of the trade playing out, they basically they cut in half, right? But as long as you respect 199, you're good. But as soon as you start closing below 199 on the hourly, then yeah, it's wraps. It's pretty much wraps. But yeah, so yeah, we're just waiting here. Let's see how we form. It's 15-minute about to close. Let's see how we close on the 15. So yeah, so no more, no more impulse management, right? No more impulse risk management. Yeah. So right now we have news at, look, not this. When's our news? We have news at 10 o'clock, right? So ideally you want to be break even before then, which is possible, right? You do still have 45 minutes here to work with. So yeah, you want to be break even before news, but we'll see. Let me see what gold did actually. How did the 4-hour close on gold? So on gold, the 4-hour close respecting. So you closed above most recent, you closed below most recent on gold, but you closed respecting the overall level for that range. So yeah, not much I can do with that. Not yet anyways. But yeah, let's see. 3 minutes left for this 15-minute closure. 3 minutes left for this 15 closure. Let's see what happens. If you take out those highs, if you break those highs, you should see a pull up. Let me see. You You should see a pull up to 199.36 minimum. If you take out those highs, well, I mean, it's not much. I mean, it's not even much of a prediction, right? Because you're basically at that level already, right? You're basically already at that level. So if you take out those highs, you're most likely gonna see price push up a little bit, right, to at least 199.36. At that point, I would suggest, if you're not comfortable seeing drawdown, I'd suggest you go break even right there. Right, at least go break even, maybe take TPs, maybe take out some profits, right? But if you are comfortable seeing the drawdown, just understand if you push up there and you reject off of that level, you're most likely gonna pull down a little bit deeper here. But yeah, let's see this 15-minute, last 5 minutes or last 2 minutes here, and it looks like it's gonna flip bearish, which, I mean, hey, not the best closer. Wouldn't be the best closer, but we still in here. Let's get some life in the chat. We got in the chat. State your name and your purpose. Who we got? This man, them, you know, it be your own people, man. They always leave once I take a trade, man. They don't believe in me, man. It's like, nah. Hey Zook. All right, so for 40 seconds left for this 15 to close. Let's see how we close. Let us see how we close. Okay. Now imagine we just open on the next candle and we just shoot straight up to TPs, straight up to 200.5 for no reason at all. That'd be nice. Because usually it happens the other direction. Okay, 15 closed, just closed. Okay, we closed well. The open isn't the best. Sort of opening without a bottom wick here. So the opening isn't the best, but this is still sort of just a carryover, right? This is still just a carryover on the 30-minute, on the hourly. Because that candle is forming on every single time frame. 30, hourly, 4 hour, right? So yeah, let's see what happens here. But I'll tell you this though. If you're not comfortable with drawdown and you're in this trade, if you end up coming up here without a bottom wick on this 15, if you end up coming up here and tap into 199.36, I highly recommend you go break even, because most likely you will see this candle reject and you will see some more drawdown here. Just a recommendation though. Just a recommendation. Yeah, let's see what happens, you know. Let's see what happens. Okay, so let me look at gold real quick. What's happening with gold? So gold. Yeah, so gold closed respecting on the 4 hour. Right, we close respecting this level on the 4 hour, so I am expecting this to flip at some point. If you flip, I mean, once you flip, you're either gonna, you know, start pushing for the top of the range, or you flip back down bearish, right? I mean, I literally said nothing there. So literally all I said is you're either gonna go up or go down. So we really don't know. Yeah, we really don't have any beat on what price wants to do direction wise here on gold. So yeah, we'll just we'll see. We'll see how that forms. You really want to close rate either below or above. Again, gold might just stall until FOMC or news at 10. We do have news at 10, so keep that in mind as well. Yeah, so back to GJ. Back to our hunt on GJ. Hey, baba. Hiya. Okay. We're making our way up. Yeah, we are making our way. So did we just take out those highs? Not yet. Again, if you tap, okay, now you have a bottom wick, right? Now you have a bottom wick for this 15. So once you tap 199.36, or if you tap 199.36, again, you could still see that rejection, right? So even though you have a bottom wick, you're not safe from that rejection quite yet, right? So keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. But basically what I'm playing here, I'm playing the hourly and the 4-hour time frames, right? That's what I'm playing right here. So let's see. But yeah, regardless of where we're at, if we can go break even before news, right? If we're like, you know, a couple minutes out of news, before news, I'm gonna go break even, right? I sort of have to go break even. I can't just keep this open because, you know, price could just melt, right? Just off of news, price could just melt, and I don't know how news is gonna come out. So yeah. Okay, about 10 minutes left for this 30 close. About 10 minutes left. 5 is forming nicely, so let's see what happens. Yo, the Pacers took the Celtics to overtime, huh? Yeah, people thought that series was gonna be a joke. Yo, I just saw yo, that's hilarious, bro. I just like I saw some highlights from the Celtics and Pacers game. Somebody commented, they said, "You can't convince me that the Celtics aren't a devil worshiping team." Hey, yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yo, so somebody said the Celtics Pacers game about to be shown on WNBA TV. Yeah, that's jokes. That's funny. Yo, they clowning the Pacers for real, man. No one is seeing them as a serious contender, which is unfortunate. Okay, so you just tapped 199.36. Again, if you're not comfortable with drawdown, go break even right now. If you're not comfortable with drawdown, if you're in the trade, go break even right now. Right as we speak, you want to go break even. Right as we speak, you want to go break even. But I'm not gonna close this now just because I am seeing, you know, I'm seeing quite a bit of profit here, right? I'm not just gonna go I'm not just gonna take out TPs here just because I'm seeing a good bit of profit, right? I need to see how this actually forms. I want to see how this actually forms here. Yeah, because if we're going off of the hourly and the 4-hour minimum, I'm not going BE until 199.5. Yeah, with the way this formed right here, I'm not going BE until 199.5. Or this 30-minute close. So if this 30-minute closes and we reject heavy on this 30-minute, maybe even close bearish on the 30 off after tapping into this level, then there's a case for going break even, right? So we'll see. But once this 30-minute closes above, I'm expecting a bottom wick, right? And I'm expecting that bottom wick to eventually push us up to 199.5. So let's see what happens. See what happens. 4 hour. It could come back for a steeper bottom wick for sure. 15:30. Yeah, let's see how this 30 closes here in about 5 minutes for this 30 close. About 5 minutes for this 30 close. Got 3 minutes left for this 30 closure. Okay, 2 minutes left for this 30-minute closure. Let's see. Yeah, both the close and the open are gonna be key here. Right, both the close and the open are gonna be key. So you want this closer above 199.37, and yeah, you want to open with a bottom wick. Right, you don't want to open with no bottom wick. Because I do think it's very possible that this 4 hour is gonna come down for a steeper bottom wick at some point. Yeah, but what I'm basically, yeah, I mean, I think it's possible. I'm not expecting that it does, but I do think it's possible. But just based off of, you know, based off of how this previous 4 hour formed, I don't think it's gonna happen, but it is possible, right? It is possible. But now you have about a minute, right? You have a minute left for this 30 to close. Let's see how you close here. Yeah, you're having that last minute rejection here, right? You're having that last minute rejection here. So let's see, are we gonna close above or not? Are we gonna close above or not? If we close above, I'm not moving anything. My stop loss remains where it is. Everything remains where it is. But if we end up rejecting here, not rejecting, if we end up respecting that 30-minute level, so let me see. If we end up respecting this 30-minute level right here, I'm gonna go BE as soon as we create a bottom wick and then drive up. But for now, we just got everything. We just got everything. Got nothing managed quite yet. Everything is just where it is. Everything is where it's at. It looks like we're gonna close above. 7 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and we close in above. Okay, you see that? Did we just create a bottom wick or no? Okay, so here's what you want to be careful with. This closer above, we do have a top wick, very small top wick though, very small top wick. What you want to see now is a bottom wick. You want this bottom wick to be pretty quick and then flip up. You want this bottom wick to be pretty quick and then flip up, because what might happen here, you might see quite a bit of a pullback here. With the way this candle closed, you might see quite a bit of a pullback here. Let's see. Okay, so there goes your push up again. Okay, so one of two ways I'm gonna manage this trade, or one of two ways I'm gonna look to go BE. So that's above the 30, 15. Let's see the 15. So closing, we close 5 above here, so 5 above here, 15, 199.48. Okay, so one of two ways I'm gonna go BE, right? So either we tap into my BE level, which is 199.5. So I either go BE there, or I'm gonna wait for this 5 to close. If this 5 ends up closing bearish, if this 5 ends up closing bearish, I'll probably go BE. But if we close bullish, especially if we close bullish above 199.4, I'm gonna just keep everything where it's at. Not gonna move anything. But you are quite a bit, you are a while away from BE levels right now. You're about 15 pips in, right? So if you haven't gone BE yet, and again, if you can't deal with the drawdown or potential drawdown after being this much in profit, I'd say go BE, take out profits if you can, and yeah, move from there. Yeah, you see, we just came up, took out those highs again, and still flipped. So this candle could definitely, you could definitely see some more rejection here. Definitely. Let's see this 5. Let's see how this 5 closes. If we close bearish, I'll go BE. If we close bullish though, especially above 199.4, I'm gonna keep everything where it's at. Okay, 5 about to close in about a minute or two here. Let's see. I mean, by 9:45 I want to be BE because we have news at 10. So regardless, 9:45 I'm gonna be BE. So even if we close bullish on this 5 and I don't go BE yet, if 9:45 rolls around, I gotta go BE. Okay, so this is where you might see some major rejection. 199.4. I think we just tapped 199.4. So yeah, so right there you might see some major rejection. Yeah, 5 about to close in a bit. So you tap 194, 199.4. Let's see how we close on this 5. You want to close convincingly bullish, so not just doji. Yeah, you want to close convincingly bullish, I think. Okay, couple seconds left. Couple seconds left. Let's see. And 10 seconds. 10 seconds left. We're dancing here. We're dancing. Okay. So we closed doji. We closed doji. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go BE. Right there, I'm gonna go BE. Right there, I'm gonna go BE. But I haven't closed anything yet. I haven't closed anything. So keep in mind, this is not a risk-free trade, right? This is not a risk-free trade. But keep in mind here, keep in mind, you could come all the way. Do not be surprised. You definitely could come all the way down here, tap BE, and then continue this push up. It's very likely. Not very likely, but it's possible. It's very possible, especially with the way this 15-minute is forming. It's very possible. Yeah, the 30 as well, the way 30 formed hourly. I mean, you wouldn't expect this hourly to flip, would you? Okay, so all you need is that flip. Let's see if you can get that flip. Yeah, all I need to be comfortable with going BE here. I mean, I've already gone BE, but I might just take this back to initial stop loss if we don't flip on this 5 here. I just need this 5 to flip, and then I'll be a lot more comfortable with having my BE set or having my stops at BE, because you definitely could still tap into this level, but I don't think you're gonna drive down. I don't think you're gonna drive down. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, because we are basically, why we haven't taken out anything here is because we're trying to maximize, optimize our, our positions, right? We want to allow the positions that have the opportunity to run, we want to allow them run, right? We want to allow those positions run. And with the levels I'm seeing here, on the hourly and on the 4-hour, this has the potential to run up a little bit more here. So I don't want to close anything prematurely. But this formation on the 5, not the best. Yeah, 15 close, no top wick, sort of. Yeah, formation. Yeah, we did close above though, so you have that going for you. Yeah, so let's see. So I'll be back. I'm gonna just step away from the computer for a little bit. I'll be back at 8:45 or 9:45. I'll be back for the 15-minute close. I'll be back for the 15-minute close. Let me see, F10. Oh, before I leave though, it looks like we're about to flip. Yeah, I'll just monitor it on my phone actually. Yeah. So I'll be back. I'll be back in a bit. I'll be back in a bit. Back in a bit. Vibe out. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, right there, I'm gonna get into the exact same position again. I just got back into the exact same position. Yeah, because you see how we close no bottom wick? See how we close no bottom wick? So where do we get? Let me see, what price did we get? What price did we get? So the initial position, right? The initial position, BE, right? Initial position hit BE. But now I just got into the exact, so it's basically the exact same position, right? The exact same position. So I wasn't at my laptop. I was doing something else, so I couldn't move my stop loss, right? Because what I would have done right there, I would have moved my stop loss back to the original position. Because the fact that we closed like this on the 15, we closed no bottom wick on the 15, that tells me this is still valid, right? So technically this is still the same position, just, you know, holding. I'm just holding, you know, in drawdown or whatever. So let me just put this back. Put this back real quick. Put this back. Where's my stop loss? Where was my stop loss? My stop loss was, let me see, out of 4. Yeah, I'm not expecting to come back here. All right, so 98.7. So I'm not gonna put this on the record as a BE quite yet because it's technically still the same position, right? It's technically still the same position. I just didn't have, hold up, let me reduce the music. Yeah, so I'm not gonna put that as a BE quite yet because it's still the same position. I just didn't have the opportunity to move my stops back, right? I just didn't have the opportunity to move my stops back. But now the only issue we have here now, right? I'm okay with what's going on. I'm okay with everything that's going on right now. All right, I'm fully okay with everything going on right now. The only problem we have is we got about 10 minutes for news to drop. Right, we got about 10 minutes for news to drop. The only way I'm going BE here, right, is if we break these highs. Right, because once we break these highs again, right, after creating this after creating this bottom wick, once we break those highs again, that's as much of confirmation as you need that you're gonna drive up, right? So once you break those highs again, that's all the confirmation that I need, right? So I mean, yeah, if you took this second trade again, go, if you're not comfortable with drawdown again, go BE as soon as this 15 flips, if this 15 flips, right? That's what I'm gonna say about that. But yeah, so yeah, at this point I'm just waiting. If this 5 minute can close bullish, your chances of this driving back up, they increase exponentially, right? As long as this 5 can close bullish. But if you close bearish like this, then it's really a coin toss. It's really a coin toss. But yeah, I'm gonna look to go BE if we like 5 minutes before news. So basically the next 5 minute candle closer will tell me if I'm gonna go BE or not. So yeah. Yeah, so let's see how we form here. Yeah, so news in a bit. So how did that 5 close? So yeah, this is not the best 5 closer, right? This is not the best 5 minute closer. This is not the 5 minute closer you would want. But you have flipped on the 15 now, right? So yeah, let's see. let's see what happens. Go back here. Cool. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens here. I'd say right now, if you're not comfortable with the possibility of this going back in the drawdown, go BE right now. I'd say go BE right now. Go BE right now. But what I'm looking for here is a flip of this candle. If we can flip on this candle, or if this 5 minute can at least close significantly bullish here, then yeah, I'll go BE as well. But for now, we're waiting on this 5 close. So yeah, let's see how this 5 closes. And as soon as the 5 closes, I mean, regardless of where the 5 is, as soon as it closes, I'm gonna go BE because we have news in 5 minutes after that. So yeah, cool. So I'll be right back. I'll be right back, waiting on the 5 closer here. I'll be right back. And this time, I promise I'll be back on time. I will be back on time. I promise. This I promise. Let's see. So where's my notepad? Cool. So yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back. We'll see how this 5 closes. So 2 minutes for the 5 minute closer. So I'll be back in 2 minutes. As promised, I'm back. Turn off my mic. Okay, so right there, I'm gonna go break even. Gonna go break even right there. 199.242. Cool. Okay, so right there I'm break even. Yeah, whatever wants to happen now happens. Yeah, if the trade ends up as a break even, then c'est la vie. That's just how the dice rolls, I guess. And yeah, we'll see, because we got news in 5 minutes here. News in 5 minutes. You wonder why I'm breathing so heavy? Mans was running upstairs, man. Hey, baba. No cardio. Yeah, so yeah, we hope this pushes up. We hope news pushes us up, but yeah, you can never tell. You can never tell, right? You can never tell. So let me see. What do I have on the screen? Let's just change that up. Oh, there you go. So yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. First TP though, 199.5. So if somehow we can tap 199.5 here before news, I'll take out TPs, right? But if not, we holding. We are holding. But yeah, this is risk-free though. This is a risk-free trade once again, right? And again, this is still the same move as before, right? This is still the same move. I have a little bit of a better entry, I think, but for the most part, this is still the same move as before. I just couldn't with the way the 15 closed, I was gonna put down my stop loss, right? I was gonna move my stop loss lower back into the initial position, to its original position, but I didn't have time to do that, so I just had to retake the position, right? But it is still the same position, hence why I have not updated the record yet, in case you were wondering. But yeah, let's see what happens. I was gonna do something. What was I gonna do? But yeah, I want to see, what did we make on that? Did we make anything on that? Yeah, we made, hey, we made $3 on the other trade, right? So if anything, I would put that as a W. But yeah, nah, it's still the same trade. Still the same trade. All right, man. Cool. So yeah, let's see. And I know, I mean, it's very easy to look at this and be like, okay, you were about what was it? We're about 17, 18 pips in profit. Why not just close right there, right? Well, looking at this 30-minute, looking at this hourly, right? Looking at this 4-hour, I understand we still have a decent amount of range to drive up here, right? We still have a decent amount of range to drive up here. So I would sort of be shortchanging myself, right, if I just closed at this point. And that's what has killed us this whole week. That's what has been killing us this whole week, right? So I'm trying to, you know, I only want to manage now off of what I'm seeing, right? Not just because of the fact that, oh, we're up this X amount of dollars or X amount of pips, but you know, the candles are telling me, okay, we've tapped into where we want to tap into, right? So yeah, let's see. You got about 1 minute left for this close, so you're having your last minute hourly pullback, of course. Let's see if you survive that bottom wick. Because most likely this hourly is gonna have a bottom wick and then drive up. So let's see if we survive that bottom wick. I have to keep my stop loss where it is. If there was no news, I would put my stop loss back down, but since there's news, I don't know what news is gonna do here, so I have to be at break even, right? So let's see what happens. Are we gonna get another break even to the, are we gonna add another break even to the pile, or are we gonna end up with a W? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. So 12 seconds left here. 12 seconds, 2 seconds, boom. Okay, so news just came out. We have no bottom wick, so not the best open. Okay, there goes our bottom wick. What do we do now? What are we gonna do now? Let's see. And news came out negative on the dollar. I don't know what that means for GJ though. But we came out negative on the dollar. But yeah, we're not seeing much reaction though from gold. So negative on the dollar, so we should be going up, yeah? Yeah, negative on the dollar for news. We should be going up on gold. Okay, I think we just got stopped out. Yeah, so we just hit break even on GJ. Let me see how we made that. How did we form that candle? So do we have a top wick? Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, we literally just tapped. Oh my goodness. Okay, so cool. So that trades a break even. Okay, that trades break even. Now, cool. So it looks like news isn't doing anything here, right? Does not look like news is doing anything. So once this 5-minute candle closes, right? Once this 5-minute candle closes, I'm gonna have another position. If we can close bullish on this 5-minute, I'm gonna have another position. Most likely gonna be my final attempt at this push-up, of taking this push-up. Now with all the fuckery we've done, this candle, if we get in on this move, I'm expecting this 5-minute to just drive, right? I'm not expecting much, much stalling here. So let's see. So now we're looking down here. So 45.3. Okay. So what is that? 198.855. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. So that's about, what is that? That's our second. I mean, it's technically one position, right? It was one position. So this is gonna be our final attempt. We literally just wicked down, took out the position at BE, and then we started coming back up, right? So fuck us, right? I guess fuck everything I love. Yeah, fuck me and everything I love, innit? Yeah, but if this 5-minute can close bullish, we should see this now run up to 199.5 minimum. All right. So we have a minute left here. Let's see if we can close bullish here. Yeah, this is gonna probably be our final attempt at this position though, because you might just range here for the remainder of the day. You might just range, but your closers are good though. Your hourly closer is good. Your 30 closer is good, right? Your closers are good. You even have a little fake out on the 15 with no bottom wick. Yeah, your closers are good. So let's see this 5. So as soon as this 5 closes, all I need, well, yeah, I'm gonna buy off rip. As soon as this 5 closes bullish, I'm gonna buy off rip. Okay, let's see. Okay, how are we closing? Bullish, bearish? It looks like we're gonna close bearish, but respecting or not? Are we respecting or no? Okay, so we closed bearish. Respecting. Okay, closed bearish, respecting. So at the 15 flip. Okay, I'm gonna take a buy. I'm gonna take a buy right there. Cool. So I just took a buy right there. I just took a buy right there. What I'm looking at here, right? I understand we did close bearish, we didn't close bullish. A bullish closure would have been ideal. The bullish closure would have been ideal, but you did still close respecting here. And you are, remember, you're playing the higher time frames here. You're playing your hourly, you're playing your 4 hour. This is already a decent bottom wick on your hourly candle, right? And your 4 hour candle still has room to drive up here. So remember, you're playing higher time frames, even though you are zooming in, right? You are zooming in to try and get your positions, but you are still playing the higher time frames. So we'll see how this 15-minute closes. So news didn't really do much, and now we have pretty much, yeah, free reign until FOMC this afternoon, right? So yeah, so let's see what comes of this one. This will most likely be our final attempt for the day. Let me see. Yeah, final attempt of the day. So this 15-minute closure is gonna be key here. So we'll see how this 15-minute closes. See how this 15-minute closes, and yeah, we'll move from there. Okay. Modify. Let me just put in my stop loss and all that jazz. Yeah, so this is basically the same position. We've just been, yeah, I don't know, price has just been moving crazy. 199.831. 199.831. Okay. So my stops are in, and yeah, we'll see what happens here. If we end up, if this ends up as a bust, it's a bust, right? Nothing more I can do. The closures are still in favor of the buys going up. So yeah, nothing more I can do. Here. So yeah, let's see what happens. Okay, so I will be back. I'm gonna step away for a little bit. This 15-minute candle is gonna be key though. You want this 15 to close bullish, right? At very least you want to close respecting 199.2. But for this to have the highest chance of playing out, you want to close bullish above 199.3. So yeah, on this 15. So let's see what happens. But yeah, I'll be back. Let's see, where is my nope. 15-minute close. Boom. So now my BE level is gonna be, so instead of 199.5, my BE level is gonna be 199.4, because you already tapped into that level and come down now. So if you're gonna come up there, you're not expecting to reject again. If you're gonna drive up, you should just see 199.5 get tapped, right? So that's what I got going on right now. Let's see. See what happens. Cool. Yep, I'll be right back. Y'all vibe out to some music. How was that close? So he closed bearish respect, right? Closed bearish respecting. Current candle has no top wick. But yeah, we're still in business here. Yeah. So now we're pretty much gonna be waiting for a 30-minute close. So this is either we manage this either off of a 30-minute close or a tap into this level here. It's 30-minute level, right? This 199.4. Yeah, so let's see what happens. Okay, gentlemen. So let's see how we close here. Let's see how we close. So in order for me to close this position, let me see. So I got TPs right there, so 30 right here. Let me look at my lows real quick. Okay, so in order for us to close this position, I need this 30 to close below 199.16. Yeah, 190. Yeah, closure below here. Most likely I gotta close the position, right? If we end up respecting, I'm gonna keep this running. I'm not gonna be able to stay on stream, unfortunately, but I will update you guys tomorrow. I doubt. I mean, FOMC is gonna be at 2 o'clock, so definitely I'm not gonna hold it till then. So we'll see what happens. So we saw a bit of profit there. We could have closed, but we didn't. And yeah, man, I saw this hourly. I was looking at this hourly. We still had room to drive up here. So I reckon, you know, even if we were gonna come down here, create a steeper bottom wick, we would have just, you know, continued pushing up. And price did look like that's what it was gonna do a number of times. But yeah. Let me put this on the screen real quick. So 30 about to close. Let's see how this 30 closes real quick. We close respecting, we keep it open. If not, we close. It is what it is, right? Yeah, I think I have a break, so I did not put in my break even, right? So let me put that on the record real quick. So we had a break even. It was 2 trades, but technically still the same position. Right, it was 2 trades with the same position for the BEs. So what is this, GJ, right? Okay, so this 30-minute just closed. We closed respecting. This is a shit open, but we did close respecting. So I'm gonna keep everything running here. Yeah, again, my TP1 is 199.5. Yeah, I mean, the hourly close is gonna, basically at this point I have to wait for this hourly to close, right? If we close bearish, then of course it's wraps. If we close bullish, then yeah, 199.5, right? Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep the trade, I'm gonna keep the stream going till 11, right? If we're able to see a conclusion at 11, cool. If not, then yeah, I'll have to update you guys next week. But what will happen is if I'm leaving the stream, if I'm leaving the stream to manage this off stream, if it ends up as a loss, I'll put the loss on the record because we did take it on stream. If it ends up as a W, I'm not gonna put it on stream, right? Just because I never called the closer, right? I never called that, oh, I'm closing here type, you know, type beat. So yeah. But yeah, that's what we got here though. That's what we got here. So let's see how price ends up playing out here. So I mean, things are not looking the best, but this trade is still valid, right? It's still a valid trade until this hourly closes below this level bearish. Until we close like that bearish, this is still a valid trade. So the only issue I'm seeing here is you know, the time wise. I mean, we might not have any volume anymore, so we might just stall around these areas until FOMC, but we'll see, right? But yeah, I'm gonna keep the trade going. I'm gonna keep the stream going till 11. I'm not gonna be actively on here though, so I will keep the stream going till 11. Let's see what happens. With that. Yeah, so oh, I forgot to turn down the music. Music was a little too loud, but if you couldn't hear me, I'm basically saying I'm keeping this open because with the 30-minute closing respected and the hourly is still open, this trade is still valid. So I'm still gonna keep this going. I'm gonna be here till 11 o'clock to manage the trade. If I can't manage at 11, then you know, I'll say the rest when I come back. But yeah, So BE at these highs. So BE at 199.4, first TP at 199.5. So yeah, cool. Now y'all can vibe out. Okay, yo. So I don't think you could have asked for a worse close on the 15 here. I don't think you could have asked for an even worse close on the 15. Again, this 30-minute candle is still open. All right, so we are still waiting for 11 o'clock here. We'll see how we close, and yeah, we'll move from there, guys. We'll move from there. Yeah, we'll move from there. Actually, let me put this on screen instead. There you go. Just so you know where we're at. right, ladies and gentlemen. Cool. So we got about 50 seconds here left for a closer. So unfortunately, this hourly is gonna close below here. All right. Fortunately, let me see what this actual level is. Okay, so it's not an actual level on the hourly, right? So 30-minute. There's this 30 level here. So the 30 level is right there. So let's see. So it looks like we're gonna close below or respecting. Let's see. Are we gonna close respecting? Let's see. All right, so you close respecting and you're starting with a bottom wick. So with that closer and that open, I sort of have to keep this going. All right, so yeah. So I'm not gonna close anything yet. I doubt anyone is in this trade because no one's on stream, so I doubt anyone's actually in this trade. Yeah, so I guess I should have closed it when I had the chance to, right? We did see a fair bit of profit there, 15 pips in profit. I guess we should have closed there, but I was looking at this hourly and this 4 hour, and I was understanding we had a lot more range to take advantage of, so I didn't want to just close this based off of seeing a good bit of money, right? I wanted to close this based off of actually tapping into levels and all of that. I mean, we're yet to see whether this plays out. As long as we keep on closing above this level, I'm gonna keep this open, right? But as soon as we close below, say on the 30 on the hourly, then we'll be done with this trade, right? Right now we're in a fair bit of drawdown. We are in a fair bit of drawdown right now. Hold up, let me just show that on the screen. Where is this? Yeah, so we are in a fair bit of drawdown right now. It is what it is, I guess, right? It is what it is. Yeah, but that's gonna be it for me. Again, if I end up taking the L on this one, I'll put that as a loss on the stream record. But if I take a dub and I don't call it on stream somehow, I mean, this could just keep on running till, yeah, I doubt I'll keep this open past FOMC, to be honest, but we'll see, right? We'll see. But yeah, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hopefully, if you guys actually took this trade, you got out on the initial push up, and yeah, you didn't hold this like I don't even want to say like a dumbass, but yeah, it's still valid. Everything was taken on, it was all valid, right? Everything I did was valid. It's just a matter of yeah, we did tap into a level here, and my outlook of things has been, up to this point, it has been, once we tap into a level, we should close majority. But just with how the trades have been going lately for this month especially, yeah, I was trying to capitalize on this move up, and I did just based on analysis, I did think we had quite the quite the space for a move up, but didn't work out. Or well, we're still forming here, so you never know, but yeah, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Yeah, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.